Independent travel has become a popular term that both represents the freedom and the great adventure. Compared with package tour, which was designed by travel agency, planning a trip by yourself can bring you more options. For example, you don't have to get stuck in a shopping center where all the prices of the goods are twice higher than average market price. And you don't need to stay on a sightseeing bus for several hours, taking views through the window, just like the golden fish in the little glass bowl. So travel independently, and you can take your time to explore the city, or just walk along the beach. So it sounds great, right?
Yes.
However, independent travel is not always so wonderful. Last summer, my family and I take a 26-day trip to Europe to ensure that we could have fun and, more important, have an affordable journey. My sister and I started to make plans 6 months before the trip started. We created an Excel file with 10 worksheets, including the outline of the whole trip, and also each single detail of daily schedule. I didn't realize it is such a stressful and hard and high-loading work until I began it. Even though nowadays there were a million pieces of information on the internet, when it comes to looking for the one you really need, it just seems like searching for one little pearl in boundless sea. Sometimes I felt the work is endless and I could never get it right. And the tiredness gradually wore down my passion. You might want to figure out that after so many preparations we had done, and did we have a 100-score trip without any troubles? Of course not. From the first day we arrived in London, we got lost to our way to a hotel. I had asked 5 people for help. All of them were kind and helpful. All of them were kind and eager to help, but none of them knew which way I should take. Half an hour passed. My parents were very upset and disappointed that they can't take a rest after a long flight. I was angry with myself too. It seems like the time and efforts I had devoted into preparing were all in vain. There was one thing seriously confused me. Why do the streets look so different from the picture on Google Maps? Fortunately, I finally saw an old lady who was about to get into an apartment. I rushed to her and blocked her way. I explained using not so good English to explain that the situation we were in and asked her for advice. She gave me a surprising answer that I will never forget. 请问你有地址吗? After this experience, I had learned a lesson that when we are in an independent travel, it's always a little gap between the information and reality. Since we are not professional tour guides, the plan made by free resources such as Google Maps couldn't be as accurate as the professional tour be. That's why the unexpected matters happen all the time. Instead of being in the unlimited loop of self-blame, I recalled my original intention to take this independent trip. It was the desire for getting rid of others' control that I rejected the package tour. So, it is just the way of the commercial business. I don't want to get into it. I think travel is a way to make my dream come true. So that's why I choose independent travel. At last, I realized that it is ironically, the reason I didn't choose package tour is that I don't want to be controlled. But however, now at that time, the plan we made was controlling us, making us feel like we are fools, we are idiots, and when things went wrong. At last, I realized that we can't have a real relaxing trip unless we accept all the unexpected matters we met and take it as the spices added into our journey and make it more fun, more interesting. Look back at my summer trip, I realized that I have no regret in it, because all the difficult times have already turned into sweet memories. So for now, the summer vacation is on the corner again. I think I am ready to pack my luggage again and set out for another adventure. Toastmaster of the evening.